Hey, Bushman 3454 back with more Maplestory. In the last episode of this particular, I've been doing some skill things, but in this particular series where I show you guys like stuff of the actual game. Last time I showed you Maple Island and the first Job Warrior advancement, which is really the same for everybody else except you talk to a different person. Well, every other Explorer character. I'm probably getting to Resistance characters and the Sickness sites for later. But in this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys the second Job Warrior advancement, which is again the same thing for all the other Explorers, except in a different setting. So first thing you gotta do is once you reach level 30, talk to your person. Now, right now during the event, you can get the Hyper Job advancement, which pretty much means you can get a job advancement. You can just skip the whole test thing, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so been a while, LP345, I'm not gonna read this. Okay, yes, I do want to become more powerful. Hell, hey, my quest thingy. I'm doing this thing called hold on to your luck or something. Okay, Shadow from Cassandra for the event. Guess I'm shipping up, yes. Yeah, okay. I want to be a page, which is actually my least favorite explorer. As far as I know, the main weapons are sword and blunt weapons. If I'm correct, the pages use maces, one-handed maces, and one-handed swords, and maybe two-handed maces. I don't think there's a two-handed mace. I think it's just a mace. I don't know. Might be. And I think spearmen use spears and polearms, and the fighters use two-handed swords and two-handed axes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, weapon mastery, final attack, weapon boost, and physical training. Those are basics. But threaten allows you to make enemies weaker. And also power guard reflects damage back to enemies, just like power reflection from for the fighter, but I'm not gonna get that. And then we have ground smash, which is pretty much your main attack skill after you do this. And okay, I need to get 30 done. So after you accept with whoever you talk to, you'll be taken to a testing site. My frames just dropped. Hopefully you can hear the music. People are always telling me that it's really loud, so I dropped my sound a bit. Anyway, these are Skeledogs, but these aren't real Skeledogs. Real Skeledogs would kick my butt. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe. Possibly. They kind of sound like pigs. Again, I'm not sure if you hear that, but I didn't want like have it over the music overshadow my voice. Yeah, it's not a very high drop rate. It really isn't. I'm not gonna skip any of this. Mainly because I really don't know. I know how. I could just stop recording now and start recording again later when I finish, but I'm not going to do that. But I could just put the two videos together like I did with Fortune Summoners, but... by the way, if it gets a bit loud, like if you hear some loud noises from outside my commentary, just ignore it. We're having some renovations done with our flooring downstairs. Hopefully it's not too loud. I have my door closed, and it's downstairs, but you never know, just in case if you hear it. Well, I know it might not be all that loud. Dragon Marble. Yeah, I got 2 of 30. Truthfully, it was kind of annoying getting here. Pretty much, you know that quest I told you to start in the last video? That's a huge chain of quests. Let's see. Don't worry about the way of the fighter or the way of the spearman. This is just a 3-way optional thing. You choose what you want to do. And then it'll give you a new quest once you get your job advancement. That's just the recommended quest if you want, because it recommends you get a job advancement. And once again, this is the same for all classes, I'm assuming. I've only done a mage and a warrior, but I'm assuming thief, bowman, oh, and a bowman. I did for bowman too. I'm assuming thief and pirate are the exact same thing, just in a different setting. Like the magician one is in a forest. This is in the mountains. Bowman is probably in a kind of a field. I think. My memory is not that good. The thief is probably in a polluted city, and the pirates are probably in a what's it called? In an ocean environment. Oh no, it's on board the Nautilus. I have done a pirate before. I made a cannoneer. And a cannoneer is a pirate. It just doesn't sound like a pirate. It's like its own special class. But still classified as an explorer, so it doesn't have the same explorer thing. And just like having the same second job, everybody has the same third job advancement, which is which actually used to be a lot harder. Like when Legend became his third job, this was back before they made the update that made it so that you had to be level 60 to get your third job, and level 100 for your fourth job. Now, he wasn't his fourth job yet, but basically to get your third job, you had to get something called a black crystal, which I guess with the new mining thing probably wouldn't have been all that rare, but I hadn't thought of that. So I went and spent like 2 million, which is pretty much all I had, because I'm not a very rich person. But I spent like 2 million on a black crystal, and it gave me, and then when I got to where I needed to go, it gave me questions. Now these are questions nobody should know, but apparently they expect you to. Like, how many feathers are on Dance's Balrog's hat? What color are Athena Pierce's eyes? Stuff like that. So I failed the first one, and then it took away my black crystal. And I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I don't have a black crystal anymore. I don't have any money to buy a new one. But luckily I had a friend who has been my friend for a while. He kind of came up to me one day when I was training. I was trying to kill fireboys because I wanted to kill something stronger, like a lot stronger than me, so that I could level up quickly. And he just came in like he's level 70 or something. And he's just like, hey, you need help? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay. Excuse me. And he pretty much leveled me from like level 25 to like level 30. This is before fireboys were nerfed, because fireboys used to be stronger than they are now. Just like mains and stuff used to be weaker than they are now. And after he was done training me, he gave me 200,000 mesos and just like, hey guys. I'm like, oh. So back then, 200,000 mesos was a lot of money, at least for level 30. I mean, right now, I have 1,000,000 mesos. Of course, that's not completely legit. I got well, it's legit, but I didn't get it from monsters or selling. I got it from my other character who I left money in the storage system, just in case I make new characters. Yeah, the 72,000, however, is something I got on my own from selling equips that I picked up. Maybe there's 100 less in there though, because I had like 200 something mesos when I was when I first got the 1,000,000. Of course, if I have no more characters now on this, so on this server, which is Vera, so I'm gonna have to start making characters in a different one. I'm probably gonna make them in Caney, but it's not very populated, and it's a trusted server with me. I made a character there before. His name was Beefy Man. He was pretty much my exploring character, because Thieves had Dark Sight, which allows you to not be hit by physical attacks, meaning you can't run into enemies. You won't get hurt if you run into enemies. But if they use a magical attack, then yeah, you're screwed. Unless they're not stronger than you. But well, I was going to the Leaf Ray. The Leaf Ray is pretty strong, especially when you're like level 17. I made it all the way to Fointail's Cave. And then I died. Yeah. Anyway, back to my third job story. After you would finish all the questions, Also, I used a guide for the questions, hiddenstreet.com. After you say, answer all the questions correctly and with your black crystal, you had to go in and fight a copy of your master, your teacher. You know, like I would fight Dances with Balrog at my third job. Yeah, I'll probably get into more later. But nowadays, firstly, you gotta be level 60 now. Secondly, you don't have to get the black crystal anymore. And I actually got like 4 black crystals from mining just for that occasion. But unfortunately, I didn't do it. I didn't need it. So I had like 4 black crystals that I had no use for. I'm assuming they're used for like crafting and stuff, but still. I'm not sure if the 4th jobs are the same. I'm assuming they are. Which pretty much you kill Griffey and Manon and Leafray. It's pretty easy. It was not actually die. Griffey and Manon both have a 1 HP, 1 MP skill. I think that Sephiroth has a skill like that from Final Fantasy. I think it's called like Sin Harvest or something. I would finish. Now Griffey's is pretty hard to avoid, while Manon's isn't. Pretty much Griffey's requires you to but Griffey is pretty much, he has a half-second of a attack, like, showing thing, and then you drop to 1 HP and 1 MP. While Manon kind of charges up his, and you can dodge out of the way. Anyway, when it comes to the Dark Marble, you don't disappoint. Excellent, your courage and composure prove me that you're ready to become a page. Do you accept this path? Yes. Alright, from now on, I'm a page. I put my life on the line to protect those I love. And my strength will continue to grow, and I must protect the weak. Okay. Now, I got these. Let's see, what does this do? Enemy attack and defense, minus 11% accuracy, minus 11% duration. 4 seconds. I'll put 2 into this. 1 into this. And 1 into this. These are probably the ones I'm gonna be working on most for now. Okay, ground smash. And I think that's all I can get. This is and then I don't have any of that. I got some new skills. A new me. Oh my. This is I don't know how long this is gonna go on, but I'm just gonna show you guys it. This is Curbock. He's a monster that you can kill. Because I don't have very strong potions. I haven't been using potions all that much. I'll probably go over the H skills once I reach my third job. And I could go over it like during the yeah, that's just cheap, I can't get it from there. Wait a minute. Amazing that. I know this doesn't have all that good play for it. They have to give me a new weapon. No, he did not. Ooh. Yeah. This is how most boss battles are. It's kind of a you beat the crap out of them, they beat the crap out of you. do a age skill thing once I reach my third. I plan on showing you guys the game dungeons, which pretty much get you from level 30 to level 60 pretty quickly if you do them correctly. But it's probably not gonna be the most exciting thing, but I want to show everything I can that is there from this point. For reflection, I'll probably show this in a separate video of its own. This is mining or alchemy, whatever you want to do. New mission. This guy tells you secondary equipment, which increases your stats without taking up any extra spaces that you don't need. It just takes up a space that isn't used for anything except for secondary equipment. And finally is Endangered Mush King Empire. So pretty much he's saying the Mush King Empire is in trouble. Your dad's dead. I'm just kidding, her dad's not dead. So, next time on Maplestory, it's going to be kind of a little side thing. I'm going to be doing the Mush King Empire, which I'm assuming is kind of a parody of Mushroom Empire. I mean, Mushroom Kingdom, something like that. I don't know. I mean, it's mushrooms, literally. Anyway, see you guys then.